Before Sidney Poitier, before Paul Robeson, Norman Beaton, Desmonds and the real McCoy became a household names in Britain, there was Robert Adams, a man who defied the odds, transcended barriers, and paved the way for generations of black actors. Born in British Guiana in 1906, Robert Adams's story is one of resilience, ambition, and groundbreaking achievement. From his humble beginnings in Georgetown to starring on London's most prestigious stages and advocating for racial equality, Adams was a true pioneer in British theatre and cinema. But how did a young man from a small South American colony rise to prominence in a world rife with prejudice? What challenges did he face, and how did he leave an indelible mark on the entertainment industry? Stick with us as we explore the inspiring journey of Robert Adams, a trailblazing icon whose legacy continues to shine brightly. Robert Adams was born in Georgetown, British Guiana, modern-day Guyana. At the time, British Guiana was a colonial outpost of the British Empire, where opportunities for advancement were limited, especially for people of African descent. Georgetown, the capital, was a bustling city characterized by its mix of colonial architecture, vibrant culture, and stark economic inequalities. Adams grew up in this environment, witnessing firsthand the complexities of colonial rule. Despite the challenges of systemic racism and a rigid class structure, his upbringing instilled in him a deep sense of ambition and resilience. From an early age, he exhibited a passion for performance, often entertaining his community with his natural charisma and storytelling ability. While little is documented about Adams's early education, it is clear that his experiences in Georgetown shaped his worldview. The cultural influences of European colonialism, combined with the struggles faced by his community, would later inspire his determination to break into the arts and challenge stereotypes. His decision to leave Georgetown in search of greater opportunities was bold and reflective of his unyielding spirit. For Adams, this journey would not just be a geographical transition, but a pivotal step toward fulfilling a dream that would one day break barriers and redefine representation on the British stage. In the 1920s, long before the Windrush generation brought the stories of Caribbean immigrants into British consciousness, Robert Adams made the life-altering decision to leave British Guiana and travel to the United Kingdom. This was an era when such a journey was both costly and uncertain, but for Adams, it was a necessary step toward fulfilling his dream of becoming an actor. Upon arriving in London, Adams was met with a world that was far from welcoming. Opportunities for black immigrants were scarce, and racial prejudice permeated every level of society. Many, like Adams, were relegated to low-paying, menial jobs, regardless of their talents or ambitions. Yet, Adams refused to be defined by these limitations. He immersed himself in the working-class communities of London while relentlessly pursuing his passion for acting. He attended auditions, connected with theatre groups, and gradually began carving out a space for himself in an industry that rarely gave black performers a chance. Adams' early years in the UK were a testament to his determination and unwavering belief in his craft. Despite the challenges of navigating an unfamiliar and often hostile environment, he laid the groundwork for what would become a groundbreaking career. His journey was not just about personal ambition. It was a step toward breaking the barriers that had long excluded black artists from the mainstream stage. One of his early breakthroughs came when he was cast in the play Midshipman Easy. Set during the Napoleonic Wars, the production gave Adams a chance to showcase his acting range. Although it was only a minor role, his performance was well received by audiences and critics alike. This role marked a turning point, positioning Adams as a promising figure in British theatre at a time when black actors were seldom given such opportunities. Adams' rise continued into the 1940s, when he transitioned to film, a medium that offered him a chance to reach even wider audiences. His most notable role came in the 1946 film Men of Two Worlds. Directed by Thorold Dickinson, the film tackled themes of colonialism and cultural identity. with Adams playing Kizenga, an African musician returning home after being educated in Europe. This was a groundbreaking project in many ways. Not only did it place a black actor in a complex leading role, but it also challenged the stereotypes that were often perpetuated by the film industry at the time. Adams' performance was deeply compelling, earning him acclaim for his ability to bring nuance and dignity to a role that could have easily been reduced to a caricature. Through both theatre and film, Robert Adams proved that talent and perseverance could break through systemic barriers. He became not only a respected actor, but also a symbol of possibility, paving the way for black performers in the UK and beyond. Robert Adams wasn't content to simply succeed in his craft. He was determined to use his platform to advocate for change. At a time when black performers were often relegated to stereotypical roles or excluded from major productions altogether, Adams championed the need for diversity and inclusion in the arts. He worked tirelessly to challenge the industry's limited portrayal of black characters, advocating for roles that reflected the complexity and dignity of black lives. Through his performances and public appearances, Adams highlighted the rich cultural contributions of African and Caribbean communities to British society. Adams also inspired younger generations of black actors, showing them that it was possible to break into spaces that had long been denied to them.
I'll be all right.
Boss, just a minute.
What is it, Monty?
I've been hiding this up. You better take it.
No, Monty, that's not the way. These are my own people. I can't shoot them down. You stay and look after Ruth. We don't need things like that.
His legacy extended beyond the stage and screen, leaving an indelible mark on British culture and the ongoing fight for representation.
Place, we'll have to keep a lookout. Mesty, you keep a lookout. Let us know if anyone comes from the ship.
Very good, Master Easy.
Despite his undeniable talent, Adams faced ongoing challenges throughout his career. The entertainment industry of his time was slow to embrace change, and many doors remained closed to black performers. He often had to fight against typecasting, where roles offered to him were steeped in outdated and harmful stereotypes. Yet, Adams persisted, turning each role into an opportunity to prove the depth of his ability. Whether on stage or in film, he brought nuance, power, and dignity to his performances, earning the respect of his peers and audiences alike. Adams' triumphs were not just personal, they were symbolic victories for a broader movement. Every success he achieved chipped away at the barriers holding back other black performers, making it just a little easier for those who followed in his footsteps. In the years following his initial success, Adams turned his attention to the study of law. This marked a significant pivot in his life, reflecting his intellectual curiosity and desire to expand his horizons beyond the stage and screen. In 1958, Adams returned triumphantly to London's West End, starring in Eugene O'Neill's The Iceman Cometh. The production highlighted his ability to tackle complex and emotionally charged roles. Around the same time, he began making appearances on television, including in the acclaimed productions of Green Pastures and Errol John's Moon on a Rainbow Shawl, which aired on ITV in 1960. These performances reaffirmed his status as a versatile and talented actor, even in a landscape that still offered limited representation. After a career that spanned continents and broke barriers, Adams eventually returned to his birthplace of British Guiana, where he spent his final years. He passed away in 1965, leaving behind a legacy of resilience, determination, and undeniable talent. Robert Adams' story is a testament to the power of perseverance and passion. From the streets of Georgetown to the West End stages of London, he proved that talent knows no boundaries. His work paved the way for countless others, ensuring that his legacy as a trailblazer in the arts endures to this day. If you enjoyed this look into the life of Robert Adams, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video.